guys, today we're going to be reading the book Prehistoric Mammals by Kathleen Weidner Zoehfeld. It is a National Geographic kids book. All right. Mammals long ago. Earth's first mammals lived long, long ago. Like mammals today, they had hair or fur. Most gave birth to live babies, and they fed the babies milk. The first mammals were small. They lived among giant dinosaurs. Most mammals came out only at night and hid safely during the day. This says Simolestes. Wow, I think I would hide too if there was big dinosaurs out there. Then, 66 million years ago, all the big dinosaurs died out. A few types of tiny mammals lived on. But with all the big dinosaurs gone, mammals didn't have to hide anymore. Over millions of years, mammals of many shapes and sizes filled the earth. Let's meet some of the prehistoric mammal superstars. It says, Word Watch, prehistoric, from a time long ago, before people invented written language. And this is the Alphodon. Kind of looks like a chipmunk a little bit to me. Super size. Some prehistoric mammals were huge. A large size helps an animal fight off smaller enemies. Earth's first really big mammal was about the size of today's rhinos. It had long, saber-like teeth, but it only ate plants. And it was called the Uintartherium. Look at those horns. And then it says, one of the biggest meat-eating mammals had a head almost 3 feet long. Its jaws were strong enough to crush bones. And this was called the Andrewsarchus. Wow. Word watch, saber-like. Shaped like a long, curved sword or saber. But even larger mammals walked the earth. The hornless rhino was the biggest mammal that ever lived on land, and it was called the Lindricotherium. Wow. All right, it's a question/joke time. It says, when can 3 hornless rhinos stand under an umbrella and not get wet? When it's not raining. This plant-eating giant was bigger than 4 elephants put together. It was almost as large as the biggest dinosaurs. Huge mammals lived in the ocean, too. Some prehistoric whales were as big as the biggest dinosaurs. One of Earth's first whales was nearly as long as 2 buses. Its jaws were full of sharp teeth, and fish swam away fast when this huge hunter was nearby. And this was called the Basilosaurus. Wow. Horns galore. Prehistoric mammals had some of the strangest horns the world had ever seen. So this says the skeleton of Arsinotherium in a museum shows 2 huge horns on its snout and 2 little horns above its eyes. Horns can help fight enemies, and special horns could also help attract and win mates. And this is the Megacerops. This is kind of one of my favorites. I like that the horn is kind of 2. Joke time. Ready? What's the difference between a car and a Megacerops? A car has only 1 horn. Mammal armor. Some prehistoric mammals have armor to keep them safe. One animal looks like today's armadillo, but it was the size of a small car. And this is called the Glyptotherium. Holy moly, that's big. It says it had a giant dome of bony armor on its back. Word watch, armor. Armor is a cover, layer, or shell that protects the body. Ready for the next question joke? Where did the armadillo get its new armor? The hardware store. All right, now we have 6 fun facts about prehistoric animals. The Ceratogalus, the horned gopher, was the smallest horned mammal that ever lived. It was a foot long and weighed about 5 to 10 pounds. How cute. 2. And Teleodon looked like a giant warthog or pig. It was a fierce meat eater with jaws as strong as a crocodile's. I would not want to run into that. 3. Scientists have studied the bodies of woolly mammoths. That had been frozen in the ice in the cold northern parts of Siberia. 4. And Lasmotherium was a big rhino with long hair, and it had one huge horn on its head. Fact 5 is my personal favorite. It says, Tiny Mothmis was so small it could sit on the end of your nose. I think that's one of the only creatures I'd actually want to meet. And then number 6, the giant deer, Megaloceros, had the biggest fancy antlers of any mammal ever. They were about 12 feet across. Imagine seeing something with antlers 12 feet across. Crazy. Pouches for babies. Many kinds of marsupials lived long ago. Marsupial lions were fierce. They had a large thumb claws and sharp teeth, and they hunted giant kangaroos. Giant kangaroos? All right, this is called the Thelaolio. All right. Giant kangaroos were much bigger than today's kangaroos. They grew taller than basketball players and twice as heavy. They were fast too, and that helped them escape the marsupial lion's powerful jaws. This is called the Stendosaurus. Wow. And it says, word watch. Marsupial, a mammal that keeps its baby in a pouch until the baby grows bigger. Like a kangaroo, right, boys and girls? All right, question joke time. Are you ready? What's a giant kangaroo's favorite season? Spring. Coats for the cold. 2 million years ago, Earth entered an ice age. Winters grew long and cold. Many mammals that lived during this time had thick fur coats. These coats helped them stay warm. The woolly mammoths and woolly rhinos were very furry. Word watch. Ice Age. Thousands of years of extreme cold with thick ice sheets covering much of the land. So this is called the Mammothus, a woolly mammoth. This one is called the Coelodonton, or a woolly rhino. I like how the rhino has fur and is woolly. Hunting skills. The Ice Age brought many great hunters. The saber-toothed cat used its 2 sword-like teeth for slicing. These fierce cats hunted horses and lions. They may have tried to hunt giant ground sloths. What? Giant ground sloths. Giant kangaroos, now giant sloths. This is called the Smilodon. But that would have not been easy. The sloth was more than 20 feet tall with huge clawed hands. A 20-foot long sloth, boys and girls. And that was called the Megatherium. Imagine seeing a sloth this big today. I couldn't imagine it. Another great hunter lived during the Ice Age. Humans. Humans are mammals too. Early humans hunted woolly mammoths and woolly rhinos. Humans made weapons of stones, and they hunted in groups. Together, they could bring down large animals that fed many people. And our scientific name is Homo sapiens. Over 30,000 years ago, humans painted pictures of large animals on cave walls. Today, most of those giant mammals are gone. And here's an example of a cave painting. Okay. As the earth changed, mammals changed with it. Today's mammals still rule the planet. What animals do you know that are like the prehistoric mammals? And it gives you an example. Today's rhinos are relatives of prehistoric woolly rhinos. So boys and girls, my first question to you is, what animals do you know that are like prehistoric mammals? Maybe a lion or a rhino. Try your best to take a guess. My second question for you is, what was your favorite animal in this book? You don't have to use the fancy scientific names. You can just explain what the animal was. Like my favorite animal was the animal that can fit right on the edge of your nose because it was so little. All right, guys, I'm going to put a link for a website about prehistoric animals with quizzes and games for you. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.